Hello, my loving students. Welcome to your geography class. In today's class, I'm going to introduce the definition of map as well as we are going to do some exercises um, through that using paper map, right? So, let's begin with the definition of map. What do you understand by map? Map is what? Map is representation of the earth on the flat surface. So through map we come to know or we get many information regarding that area, regarding that place at a particular time. So reading map or knowing about your area is very, very important, right? So for to know your place, to know your area, what is needed, reading map or understanding map is must, right? So let's begin our class with the map work, and let's begin our map work with the first topic, that is physical division of India. Okay, we are going to do some map work, and the topics to be done today are physical division of India, hills and ranges, rivers, water bodies, longitude and latitude, passes, neighboring countries, and Indian states. So let's begin our map work. So first topic is physical division. So physical division, here we are going to mark the first northern here, the northern wall. So northern wall, you extend from here till here, right? From this north to northeastern extent. So you mark like this. So this is what northern Himalaya or the Great Himalayan Belt, right? Now this Himalayan belt consists of three parallel ranges. The upper one is your Himadri, right? We call it Himadri. So if you are going to mark Himadri, you are going to mark like this, Himadri, right? Then Himachal, second parallel range is Himachal. So you are going to mark like this. And the third one is Shivalik. Shivalik is the foothill of Himalaya. So you are going to mark like this, Shivalik, right? So the Himalayan range consists of three parallel ranges, Himadri, Himachal, and the third arc is for Shivalik range, right? And if you need to mark Himalayan range or northern great northern wall, then you are going to mark like this. Clear? Okay, now next physical division, that is so here we are going to mark, that is your Thar Desert, Great Indian Desert, which is towards northwestern direction or northwestern side. So this is your Thar Desert, Great Indian Desert, right? Next we have Northern Plain, Indo-Gangetic Plain, Northern Plain. Clear? Now we have Peninsular Plateau, which consists of three plateaus. From here it extends, it's like this. So the plateau is like this. Here we have Deccan Plateau, Deccan Plateau. Here we have Malwa Plateau and Chota Nagpur Plateau. So all together that make a plateau, that is Peninsular Plateau, right? Inverted triangle. Okay, now next, Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat. So here we have Eastern Ghat, which is broader as well as broken, and Western Ghat, and this coastal plain, which is in the eastern direction, that is your Eastern Coastal Plain, right? Eastern Coastal Plain, and this coastal plain is Western Coastal Plain, right? Now Next we have, next division is, here we have Andaman Nicobar Island and Lakshadweep Island. Lakshadweep Island, Andaman Nicobar Island, right? So these are the physical division, major physical division of India, right? So first, northern wall, then we have Great Indian Desert, Thar Desert, northern plain, then we have Peninsula Plateau, then we have coastal plain and island groups, that is Andaman Nicobar Island and Lakshadweep Island. Now let's do this work using paper map. Okay children, let's mark the physical division of India. So here we have Himalayan range, the great northern Himalaya. So yeah, we are gonna mark like this. Right now, three parallel ranges. So we are going to mark like this. So here we have Himadri. The second one is Himachal. And the third one is Shivalik. Here we have Thar Desert, the Great Indian Desert. Then here we have Plateau, Malwa Plateau. Then here we have Chota Nagpur Plateau. This is Deccan Plateau. And now this is your northern plain. This is your Eastern Ghat, which is broken and broader than Western Ghat. And here you have, should not touch the coastal line, so make it like this, right? And it's going to meet here Eastern and Western Ghat, right? So this is your Western Ghat, Eastern Ghat. Now this plain is your Eastern plain, Eastern coastal plain, and this plain is your Western coastal plain. Clear? Western coastal plain. Okay, next island group, that is Andaman Nicobar Island. So you are going to write here Andaman Nicobar Island, and this is Lakshadweep Island. Clear? Now next topic to be done is hills and ranges. So Himalayan, that ranges we have already marked. Now other ranges and hills are, let's talk about here Aravali range. So Aravali range is just parallel to this this boundary, right? So here this is Aravali range, and now we have Shivalik range. We have already marked Shivalik range. Now let's move to the next, that is your Garo Khasi Jaintia hills. Garo Khasi Jaintia, right? Now next hill is, here we have two rivers, Narmada and Tapi. So here we have Vindhya range, and just below it, between Tapi and Narmada, we have Satpura range, right? Now next is we have Nilgiri hill. So Nilgiri hill is somewhere like here, somewhere here. So this is Nilgiri hill, and these are the important hills and ranges. So once again, we'll revise it. Aravali range, Shivalik range, Himalayan range. Then we have Vindhya, Satpura, Nilgiri, Garo, Khasi and Jaintia. Now let's do this work using paper map. Okay, this is a Himalayan range which we have already marked, right, in the previous map. Now next we have Shivalik range. So Shivalik range just below this country, Nepal, right? So this is your Shivalik range. Now we have Aravali range. Aravali range parallel to this Thar desert, right? So this is parallel to this boundary. So this is Aravali range. Now we have Satpura range and Vindhya range. So Vindhya range, mark like this, then Satpura range, clear? Now Garo, Khasi and Jaintia hills. These three hills are in your syllabus. So we are going to mark here Garo, Khasi, Jaintia up to here, right? So this is Garo, Khasi, Jaintia. Now next we have Nilgiri Hill. So I told you in previous map that the meeting point of this Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat, they meet up here. So here this meeting point is your Nilgiri Hill, right? Nilgiri Hill, Satpura range, Vindhya range, Aravali range, Shivalik range, and the hills are Garo, Khasi and Jaintia. Okay, now let's mark the rivers and water bodies. Rivers and water bodies. So important water bodies are your Andaman Sea. So here we are going to mark. This is Andaman Nicobar Island. So towards eastern direction of Andaman Nicobar Island, we have Andaman Sea. So this is Andaman Sea, right? Now next water body, that is Bay of Bengal. So this is Bay of Bengal, and here we have Arabian Sea. So this is Arabian Sea. Arabian Sea. Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, Andaman Sea. Clear? This is Andaman Sea. Right? Now we have Gulf of Mannar, Gulf of Kutch and Gulf of Khambat. So let's mark this Gulf of Kutch. This is the small water body. This is your Gulf of Kutch. This small water body, this is your Gulf of this one is Gulf of Kutch, Gulf of Khambat, right? And here we have Gulf of Mannar. So here we have Gulf of Mannar, right? This is Gulf of Mannar, and below this we have Indian Ocean. Clear? Indian Ocean. Now let's talk about rivers. Let's talk about the important rivers of India. Here we have Kaveri, Krishna. So in most of the map, this Tungabhadra is not made. So you just mark there, or you just make Tungabhadra. Below that Krishna. Tungabhadra, Krishna, Godavari, which is the longest river of South India, right? So here we have Narmada, Tapi, and here we have Mahanadi. These are the rivers, important rivers of South India. Kaveri, Krishna, below to it we have Tungabhadra, then Godavari, the longest river of South India, Mahanadi, Narmada, Tapi, right? These rivers are non-perennial, or we can say the South Indian rivers are non-perennial. So non-perennial means where the river flow is not there throughout the year. They are non-perennial, right? it gets flooded during rainy season, and rest of the time it is dry, right? So that is non-perennial river. So most of the South Indian rivers, they are non-perennial, right? Now next, come to the perennial rivers towards north eastern side. Here we have Brahmaputra. So this Brahmaputra, it is originated from this. Here we have Sangpo. This river, when enters India, then becomes Brahmaputra, right? And when this river enters Bangladesh, it is known by Jamuna. So Brahmaputra has got three names. Brahmaputra in India, in Assam, Sangpo, T is silent, T, Sangpo. Sangpo in China, Tibet, and in Bangladesh, we call it Jamuna, right? Now next we have Ganga river. So Ganga, the flow, the course of river is like this, Ganga, and the last one is Yamuna. Here we have Kosi, Gandak, Ghagra, then we have Gomti, then Ganga, then Yamuna, right? Now here we have Son, Betwa, Chambal. This is Indus here, Indus river. And 5 other rivers are after Indus: Jhelum, Satluj, Ravi, Chenab, and in this, then we have Jhelum, then we have Chenab, Ravi, Satluj. The last one is Satluj, right? Once again, Indus, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Satluj. Clear? Okay. So these are the rivers and water bodies around India. Okay, children, I'll take your leave now. We'll soon meet in the next video. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy.